Welcome in. Thanks for joining us for the WHHI Daily News, where we strive to bring you more Lowcountry news more often. I'm Bob Stevens. The Hilton Head Town Council has pushed its decision on what to do about its bridges to the 10th hour, maybe not quite the 11th hour. They've set a meeting for Friday morning, 10 a.m., to decide whether or not to grant municipal consent to the county and state's plan to build new bridges connecting the island to the mainland on deadline day for the expiration of the environmental acceptance of the project. The county and state plan would build a new 6-lane bridge next to the current bridges and fly over Pinckney Island, or leave the area alone and let the state do what it needs to do, which is just fix the one bridge eastbound that has been deemed unsafe. It's pretty much an either-or proposition that has been tinkered with for 6 years now and hotly debated for the last couple of weeks. We're getting a few more details about what's in the state budget that legislators are expected to pass Wednesday in Columbia. We told you about the benefits for high-end taxpayers and state employees. All teachers are going to get a raise. The minimum salary increased to $47,000 a year. Teachers are also going to get step raises for their first 28 years instead of through the first 23. Clemson will get $175 million to finish work on its new veterinary school, and USC will get $100 million for the medical school. $29 million in upgrades to juvenile prisons and $28 million to make cell phones inoperable for prisoners is also in the budget. And speaking of cell phones, the new budget would ban cell phones in schools during class time. Once passed, the budget would still need Governor McMaster's approval. He'll have 5 days to issue any vetoes or sign off on a budget that could take effect next week. Now, most experts, most parents, even many businesses say the biggest hindrance to their economic growth is a lack of child care. Well, the State Department of Social Services has been running a program since February called SC Boost that offers one-time bonuses to eligible child care employees to help them on the job. It's paid out nearly $8.5 million in the last 4 months to more than 7,400 child care workers in the state to prop up their salaries. The money is coming from the last remaining federal pandemic relief dollars from the American Rescue Plan Act. Once that runs out, Social Services is going to have to look for a longer-term program. Child care workers can still apply for the funds until July 15th at scendeavors.org. And Beaufort County's animal shelters have a pit bull problem. Not that they're causing any trouble, just that there are too many of them. Nearly all of the dog population at the shelters are pit bulls or pit bull mixes. Animal Services has even launched a website, pitstopdogs.com, I'll get that right, to educate possible adoptees that pit bulls mostly just have a bad reputation, and they wouldn't keep any dangerous ones at the shelter anyway. The shelters are waiving any adoption fees if you're a part of this program. Pit bulls generally spend 3 times longer in shelters than any other breed. For more details on these stories and other Lowcountry news, we invite you to visit the sources listed on your screen. The simple forecast is it's hot out. Maria Soden has a few more details than that.
Thanks, Bob. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are still under a heat advisory for the rest of this week, and with that is going to come some more thunderstorms rolling into our region. So taking a look at Wednesday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Hilton's going to have a high of 89, a low of 79. Bluffton's have a high 92, a low of 77, and Beaufort's have a high 92 and a low of 78. The sunrise for Wednesday is going to be at 6:18 and sunset's going to be at 8:33. Taking a look at the tides, low tides going to be at 8:29 a.m. and high tides will be at 1:28 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week, a little bit into the weekend. Thursday, it's going to be cloudy with heavy thunderstorms throughout the day and continuing on into the evening. Highs will be in the mid-90s, lows in the 70s. Then come Friday, it's going to be cloudy again with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and possibly into the evening. Highs will be in the low 90s, lows in the upper 70s. And then come Saturday, it's going to be cloudy again with thunderstorms throughout the afternoon, but should be clearing up by the evening. Highs will be in the low 90s, lows are going to be in the upper 70s. That's it for your Lowcountry Crawl Spaces weather. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we come back, we're going to tell you a few recommendations for how to handle the heat that is plaguing the Lowcountry right now. We're also going to give you some ideas to check on whether you have oncoming dementia or Alzheimer's. We'll tell you more about that and also meet a really cute pooch. And we'll talk sea turtles coming up next right here on the WHHI Daily News.